So the Uttar Pradesh election has entered round 4 and all the updates from the ground. I'm handing it straight across to my colleague Preeti Chaudhary, who's joining us from Lucknow. Preeti, good morning. It's over to you.
A very good morning, Akshata. Well, we come to you from the fourth phase of election. I'm standing right outside the polling booth in Lucknow, where Rajnath Singh, the defense minister, would be casting his ballot very soon. As we know right now, Mayawati has already voted. We're going to cut across, get our viewers the latest, but let's just break down what Phase 4 means for Uttar Pradesh politics. In all, 59 seats will go to vote today. They are spread across 9 districts. Some of these districts extremely crucial. The district of Kheri is going to vote with its 8 constituencies. In the year 2017, all 8 were taken by the BJP. Will things be different at the back of what happened in terms of the farmer unrest after the incident concerning Tenny and his son, Ashish Kumar Tenny? A lot going on where Lucknow is also concerned. 9 seats in Lucknow will be going to vote today. In 2017, in Lucknow, 8 were taken by the BJP and 1 to the Samajwadi Party. As of now, BSP chief Mayawati, BJP law minister and turncoat Aditi Singh and SP's Anurag Bhadoria were seen voting today in Lucknow. With half of the UP elections over, BJP is now focusing its attack on the Samajwadi Party. What's interesting to note right now, viewers, is that after Awadh votes today, now this is the Awadh region, central to Awadh politics, Lucknow. After today's voting, more than half of Uttar Pradesh would have cast their ballot. On the sidelines, the war of words has escalated. Phase 4 will witness the polling, like I pointed out, in important constituencies of Lucknow and the Gandhi bastion of even Rae Bareli. Lots of turncoats for the Congress. The 2 sitting MLAs are now fighting on a ticket from the Bharatiya Janata Party. One of them, Aditi Singh. Now, it's a prestige battle for Priyanka Gandhi, as Congress had failed to defend the Amethi Lok Sabha constituency in 2019 elections. Rebel Congress leader and one-time Rahul confidant Aditi Singh is contesting from there. Once again, with 59 seats in the polling frame, the 4th phase likely to be partly decisive. They say it's going to be the last couple of phases which are going to be big, but 4th phase central to our politics. All eyes on Lakhimpur Kheri would as well. To tell me when you're cutting to a bite.
तो बीएसपी को अकेले दलितों का ही नहीं, मुसलमानों का ही नहीं, बल्कि अति पिछड़े वर्गों का भी और अपर कास्ट समाज का भी, अर्थात सर्व समाज का वोट बहुजन समाज पार्टी को मिल रहा है।
आपकी सीट इस बार बदली गई थी, क्या लगता है कुछ?
कोई फर्क नहीं है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी नेतृत्व ने जो भी आदेश दिया उसका हमने अनुपालन किया है और कैंट विधानसभा के सभी लोगों ने मिलकर के मुझे आशीर्वाद दिया, सर्व समाज ने।
ब्रजेश पाठक के लिए मुद्दा क्या है यूपी में?
देखिए, हमारा संकल्प पत्र जारी हो चुका है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी वही हमारा मुद्दा है।
ये चलते साथ
और शेष जो है वो सड़क, पानी, बिजली, स्कूल, अस्पताल के लिए हम लोग काम करते हैं और आगे भी लगातार जनहित के लिए, जनता की समस्याओं के लिए हम काम करते रहेंगे।
अखिलेश जी लगातार कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी के बूथों पर भूत नाचेंगे, आप कैसे देखते?
उनके दिमाग में भूत नाच रहा है, 10 तारीख के बाद वो खुद ही भूत हो जाएंगे। आप देखते रहिए।
More than 100%. I'm very confident about my win.
कांग्रेस का गढ़ रहा है, गढ़ को तोड़ा आपके पिताजी ने भी, आप भी यहाँ से रही, वो निर्दलीय भी लड़ते रहे, लेकिन इस बार आपको लग रहा है कि आपको साथ मिलेगा?
100% मिलेगा, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? मेरी जनता मेरी परिवार है। मेरे आदरणीय स्वर्गीय पिताजी ने हमेशा ये कहा है कि हमारी जनता हमारी परिवार है और समय समय पे हमारी जनता ने इस चीज को साबित भी किया है, तो बिल्कुल सपोर्ट मिलेगा।
उन्होंने जनादेश को धोखा देते हुए समाजवादी पार्टी के सहयोग से जीती थी, क्योंकि मुझे रोक दिया गया था, और कांग्रेस के सिंबल पे जीती थी, और जनता के जनादेश को धोखा देते हुए भारतीय जनता पार्टी में शामिल हुई हैं। उनकी जमानत जब्त होगी और आरपी यादव 1 लाख के अंतराल से जीतेंगे।
अपने को बड़ा नेता समझता हूं, लेकिन मैं भी अगर योगी मोदी के खिलाफ 4 वोट डलवाना चाहूं तो मेरी औकात नहीं है। इतना मोदी जी का और योगी जी का जादू सिर चढ़ करके बोल रहा है। मेरा अपना निजी अनुमान है, 10 तारीख को निकल के आएगा मेरा अनुमान सही था कि गलत है। कि 2017 में जिस भारी बहुमत से योगी जी ने सरकार बनाई थी, 2022 में उस रिकॉर्ड को तोड़ के उससे भी ज्यादा बहुमत के साथ योगी जी सरकार बनाने वाले हैं।
मतदाता बहुत भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की नीतियों से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के व्यक्तित्व, जो लीडर्स इसको नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं उसके व्यक्तित्व से जनता बहुत प्रभावी है, बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी है और बहुत वोटों से भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव जीत रही है।
उत्तर प्रदेश में या देश में लोकतंत्र में जनता के पास ताकत होती है। कैबिनेट मंत्री क्या होता है? जनता तो बड़े बड़े चीफ मिनिस्टर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को उखाड़ के फेंक देती है। मुझे जनता का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त है। वो कैबिनेट मंत्री, उनको इस बात का अहम है कि हम कैबिनेट मंत्री हैं, इसलिए इस बार उनका हारना तय है। कैबिनेट मंत्री होने के नशे में वो क्षेत्र में नहीं आए, तो जनता में जो रोष है, जनता उस नशे का, जो उनको पावर का नशा है, वो उतार देगी, क्योंकि ताकत देने की जो होती है, पावर देने की ताकत जनता के पास होती है। और हम जनता के बीच रहे हैं और हम अपने क्षेत्र में भी रहते हैं, वो हमारे क्षेत्र में भी नहीं रहते हैं।
Viewers, let's cut across to our battery of reporters who are joining us on this morning on the fourth phase of polling as Uttar Pradesh goes to polls with its 59 seats, out of which I just want to give our viewers a quick example. In 2017, 52 of the 59 went to the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is a very important phase for the BJP, the center of our politics. Traditionally, the BJP is stronger in these areas. Let's cut across right now to our reporters. I have my colleague Milan Sharma, who's joining me from Lakhimpur Kheri. Samarth is joining me from Lucknow. Ashutosh Mishra, my colleague from Pilibhit. We'll continue to cut across to our other reporters. But Milan, I want to get you in 2017, where you're standing, Pilibhit, which is pretty much the cradle of farm unrest after that incident which had taken place where Ashish Kumar Tenny, Ajay Kumar Tenny's son, allegedly mowed down those farmers. 8 of these seats that you are reporting from right now went to the BJP in 2017. How are things looking this time around? Brisk voting this morning.
Well, good morning to you, Preeti, but it seems like the 8 seats in Lakhimpur Kheri district that went to the BJP will face a tough contest this time around, especially as the farmers' issue as well resonates far and wide in all the 8 seats of the rural areas of Lakhimpur. Where I am standing right now is a seat called Ninghasan, and here is where Ajay Mishra Tenny and Ashish Mishra Monu, who's out on bail after the horrific incident wherein he ran the car over, killing farmers in this area not far from here in Tikunia, will be voting today. And let me just show you in visuals that the line of people who have gathered here, there are queues of people who have gathered here to vote early morning as well. We could even expect a large amount of vote to be casted from this particular polling booth. It happens to be nearby the house of Ashish Mishra Monu as well as Ajay Tenny. They were expected to vote early on in the morning, but let me also show you another visual that I would like you to see. Because these two people will be voting in this particular polling station, the police security here is completely out of it's been beefed up so much that it is expected that once they are here, there will be a frenzy on this particular polling station. But definitely in Tikonia, the incident that has taken place, whether or not it resonates in the voters' mind is something that remains to be seen. But stray cattle, as you and I have both reported on, remains a very big issue in the rural districts of Lakhimpur. In the morning as well, there were a lot of stray cattle that were eating the farmers' crops, and this being the area where it floods a lot as well, it remains very important because people that we spoke to said that their houses are flooded every time. And the major issue here is also the sugarcane dues that the farmers were promised by the ruling government. So out of 8 seats, perhaps we could see a tough contest in 2 or 3, but in the Nighasan seat as well, the voters are out to vote, and certainly that will be the decisive factor of which way the Lakhimpur Kheri Janta wants to go for this time, whether it will be BJP, whether it will be Samajwadi Party. But farmer unrest has been a major issue in this particular area there. Back to you, Preeti.
You know, Milan, stay on with me. I just want to put the focus on where Milan is standing. She's standing from Lakhimpur Kheri. It has 8 constituencies in it. All of them had gone to the BJP. Where Milan is reporting from is Nighasan. This is where, was touted that Ashish Kumar Tenny would fight this election, Ajay Kumar Tenny's son, the MOS home. But because of the entire controversy, he's not, of course, and being in jail, was not given a ticket. The sitting BJP MLA was refielded again from there. What's also interesting is the big question here, will the farmers who clearly miffed, angry with what had happened with that incident in Ticonia where allegedly Ashish Kumar Tenny ran over farmers, will they vote on the lines of the identity of being farmers, or will it come down to caste? Because this is where the upper caste Brahmin farmers are quite dominant. We're going to keep a keen eye on all the developments that are taking place right now. My colleague Milan reporting from Lakhimpur Kheri. But right from Lakhimpur Kheri, let's travel down and go to Bundelkhand Banda, where my colleague Shreya is joining me. Very good morning, Shreya. What are you reporting this morning?
Well, yes, Preeti, I'm here in Banda today, which is one of the places in the Bundelkhand region. Now, approximately 13 lakh voters in this particular district, which is spanned around in 4 constituencies, Tindwari, Baberu, Narayani and Banda Sadar. Now, just 3 days back, Preeti, we had the Home Minister here in the Tindwari region, where largely he wanted to bank on the development projects that have been announced by the Bharatiya Janata Party. That includes the Defence Corridor, the Bundelkhand Expressway and the Ketwa link project, the Betwa Ken link project, because remember, this is one of the arid regions. Water is a major issue. That's exactly why the BJP wants to focus on their development works to ensure that they sweep the Banda region like they did in 2017. But one of the other major things that is disturbing here in this place is probably the worries that people have had from the COVID impact. This is one of the backward places where economic opportunities are very less. People usually travel to nearby areas, say for example like Vadodara, and a lot of these people during that COVID time, they had to travel back. That horror is still there with them, and probably when we spoke with a lot of the people on the ground, they said that, they have that anger in them as well. So whether that works against the Bharatiya Janata Party or the development projects work in favor of them is something that we'll have to wait and watch for the 10th of March. But 4 constituencies up for the election today. 2 out of them is a direct fight between the BJP and the BSP, and 2 others by the SP and the BJP. So it will be an interesting fight. We'll have to wait and watch out for what happens on the 10th of March.
Well, we're going to keep a keen eye on that. Appreciate you joining us, Shreya. Reporting from Bundelkhand Banda. The issue is so very varied and spread out when you travel through the course of Uttar Pradesh, even in just this particular phase. What's happening in Pilibhit in terms of local issues completely different from where Shreya in Bundelkhand Banda is reporting from. Let's cut across right now from Banda to the center of our politics, Lucknow. My colleague Samarth Srivastav joining me from Lucknow. Samarth, a very good morning. A lot of, the eye on Lucknow, on particular seats, especially that of Sarojini Nagar, where former ED Director Rajeshwar is fighting from. BJP given a ticket and he took voluntary retirement just a day before he was fielded or given a ticket from this constituency.
Well, a very good morning to you and all the viewers. I am here in the old Lucknow. The vote out here is very significant. As you just spoke, the Sarojini Nagar seat, yes, that's a hot seat, but it is also about old Lucknow this time, because a lot of voter from this particular gate, marginally famous for Rumi Gate and Bada Imambara, plays a crucial role. I just want to show you the visuals out here. I am present in the old Lucknow. You can see a large number of people have come here to cast their vote, and this is the place from where the voters are entering towards their booths, and the details regarding them are being noted out here while sanitization process is also on. But what is worth mentioning is the politics around this area. What old Lucknow has complained is the neglection in the past 5 years, when India Today reported yesterday. So it's going to be very crucial how, apart from New Lucknow, this old Lucknow, in which Chowk, Bada Imambara, Hussainabad, such areas come, which is marginally and majorly Muslim-dominated area. What vote like what vote gets, which party gets vote from this particular area is going to play a very crucial role. That is why we are reporting from here, because all top leaders are, be it Rajnath Singh, be it Brajesh Pathak, be it Mohsen Raza, all top leaders are voting in Lucknow today. But this vote is going to play a crucial role. Akhilesh Yadav also took out the Vijay Rath Yatra in this particular area 2 days back when Yogi Adityanath took his Rath Yatra in Sarojini Nagar area. So apart from the hot seats, that is, as you just mentioned, the Sarojini Nagar, Lucknow Cant, from where Brajesh Pathak is fighting, while from another seat where Ashutosh Tandon and Anurag Bhadauria are getting into a fight, with this old Lucknow will play a very crucial role, and it is worth seeing that in which area, in which part the vote from this particular Lucknow goes.
All right, we're going to keep a keen eye on all developments there. Brisk voting right now is already what we are witnessing. I want to cut across right now to the center of our politics, Lucknow, where my colleague Samarth is getting us the very latest permutation, combinations, and sadly so, a lot of it rests on caste and community when Uttar Pradesh goes to vote. I want to cut across to Pilibhit. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra joining me from there. Ashutosh, a very good morning. 2017, all the 4 constituencies in Pilibhit were swept by the Bharatiya Janata Party. This time around, a little wary maybe because the farm unrest in Lakhimpur Kheri feared to have spilled over to Pilibhit. What are you witnessing this polling morning?
Good morning, Kriti. Absolutely. You know, adjacent district of Lakhimpur Kheri and perhaps more than 2% of the Sikh vote share, it is believed to be that it might have some influence on the voter, and particularly being a farmer belt, that Lakhimpur violence could have some influence when it comes to the polling in this 4th phase. Subsequently, the stray cattle menace has been really talked about the farmers, and we have been put out several reports how it has been hampering the farmers, their entire business, the farming business, for more than over 4 years. At the same time, you know, the recent dynamics that crucially changed when Varun Gandhi, the BJP leader, the BJP MP from this very Lok Sabha constituency, turned out as a rebel, and perhaps there were several audio leaks which he clearly ignored that wasn't belong to him. But lately we have seen how the dynamics change. Varun Gandhi turned out to be rebel, seeking support, perhaps opposing own BJP candidates on all 4s. And despite the fact that 2017 then in the massive way BJP swept away on all 4 seats, this could be a turbulent water when it comes to the all 4 assembly constituencies in the district of Pilibhit. Looking perhaps what has happened in Lakhimpur Kheri, subsequently the issues, those are related to the farmers, and of course the caste dynamics that is well being played out, both the opposition whereas also from the BJP.
Well, you know, Ashutosh, we're going to continue coming back to you. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra reporting from Pilibhit, and I would reckon the belt that Ashutosh, my colleague Milan, are standing in today, reporting from there, is where one of the main issues of stray cattle is echoing very, very loudly. Something which even prompted the Prime Minister right before the 4th phase went to vote to actually say that the government is going to come up with a proper roadmap and a plan to take care of stray cattle called Avara Pashu or Chute Janwar in this particular area. It's a huge, huge issue. We're going to continue to cut across to our reporters. Once again, viewers, the 4th phase going into polling today, where Uttar Pradesh is concerned, 59 constituencies spread across 9 districts. 52 of these 59 in 2017 were taken by the BJP. Will it be different this time around is the big question. Anyway, this entire belt is touted to be, most poll analysts that you speak to, the Awadh region touted to be the stronghold of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So important for the BJP to make massive gains, or at least hold on to its showing of 52 on 59 seats of 2017. Let's cut across right now to all the political reactions that are coming in on this 4th phase polling day this morning. Let's listen in.
गुजरात के एक न्यायालय ने 38 आतंकवादियों को फांसी की सजा दी है, और भाइयों बहनों, उनमें से 8 लोगों का संबंध उत्तर प्रदेश के आजमगढ़ से है। आजमगढ़ में एक आतंकवादी को फांसी की सजा जो पाया है, उसका अब्बा समाजवादी पार्टी का प्रचारक है आजमगढ़ में। मैं अब्बा जान तभी बोलता था क्योंकि मैं इनकी हरकतों को देखता था। समाजवादी पार्टी के मुखिया को इस पर अपना स्पष्टीकरण देना चाहिए और जनता जनार्दन से माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
मैं क्यों सफाई दूं? जो एजेंसी देश की हैं उन्हें कम से कम जांच करनी चाहिए, और उन्हें इसलिए भी जांच करनी चाहिए क्योंकि लोकसभा में मैं बैठता हूं, जिस लोकसभा में प्रधानमंत्री जी बैठते हैं और बड़े बड़े मंत्री सब लोग बैठते हैं, उसी लोकसभा में मैं बैठता हूं, तो कम से कम जांच एजेंसियों को करनी चाहिए। और फिर इसलिए है कि जनता ने इस बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की खटिया खड़ी कर दी है, इसीलिए आप देखेंगे उनके बयान घटिया आएंगे, और जैसे जैसे नाराज़गी बढ़ेगी जनता के अंदर, बीजेपी को हार सताएगी, आप बहुत सारे स्टेटमेंट्स बीजेपी के नेताओं के समाजवादी पार्टी के खिलाफ देखेंगे।
All right, viewers, a lot of political jargon continuing as we speak, because the campaigning for the fifth phase is on the 27th of February, even as the fourth phase with 59 seats votes today. Let's cut across right now, because what really happens, during poll season is once in a way there is one story which goes viral. Poll officer Reena Dwivedi's picture in a yellow sari had gone viral the last time around. A lot of appreciation coming her way. This time around, let's listen in to Reena Dwivedi. She's still a poll officer, and some of her pictures have gone viral again.
रीना जी, हमने आपको पिछली बार भी देखा था और इस बार भी, क्या कहेंगे? पहले पीली साड़ी में थी।
मेरा कोई लुक नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं किसी एक ड्रेसिंग सेंस में बंधी हुई हूँ। मैं हर तरह के ड्रेस फॉलो करती हूँ, फैशन को फॉलो करती हूँ, काम के साथ साथ सारी चीज़ों पर ध्यान देती हूँ। तो ये लोगों की मेरी खुशकिस्मती के लोग मुझे पसंद करते हैं।
All right, with that I'm going to slip into a quick break. Our continuous coverage on the fourth phase of polling in Uttar Pradesh continues, rolls forward on the other side of the break, with all our reporters getting you the very latest this morning.